Welcome everybody to homecoming night here in Fairview, Tennessee between the Fairview High School Yellow Jackets coming into this game 3-1 on the year, playing against the Harpeth Indians who come into this game 1-3 on the year. Tim, the 12 AA Yellow Jackets come in 2-0, leading 12 AA, while the 11 AA Indians from Harpeth come in not faring as well in their challenge for trying to win their league, win their district, that is. The Indians come in winning the first game 56-13 against Hickman County, and then they've taken 3 consecutive losses against Camden, East Robertson, and Creekwood. 2 of the common opponents that we have seen is Creekwood and East Robertson, where they lost to them. We actually won 1, lost 1 in that particular set. And the Yellow Jackets tonight are going to receive the opening kickoff here in Fairview. Again, it is homecoming night. And back to receive is Devin Penner and Bobby Bach. And to kick the ball away, the ball is going to be down at about the 13-yard line where it's picked up by Bach. Bach tries to find a seam up the middle, and he has one. Gets out across the 40 to the 45-yard line, and it's going to be first down Yellow Jackets.
Fairview continues its success on the special teams, Kevin. They're lighting up. They're just lighting it up. Remember last week, Devin Penner had a lot of success on the returns, punt return, kick return. On that play, Mr. Bach has a good return. Good blocking up front again by the Jackets.
That's a good way to start the night for the Yellow Jackets. They pick the ball up at the 13-yard line. Bring it out to the 46-yard line. First down, 10 Yellow Jackets, shotgun formation. Looks like they got a little movement in the backfield. They're going to try a little trick play, which is exactly what they used to do with Coach Ronnie Campbell. Ronnie Campbell would have his whole backfield move, and then usually the defensive team would jump off sides, but I think it actually tricked the referees, and the play didn't work tonight. So it's going to be first down, 15 yards to go, ball spotted at the 41-yard line. So after the 33-yard return on the kickoff, the Yellow Jackets now have it first down, 15 yards to go, under center, Penner in motion. Yellow Jackets first man through is Ethan Cassidy. Cassidy gets the ball. It's going to pick up a couple yards in the play, but it's still going to bring up a second down, 13 yards to go.
Kevin, that's one of those formations where when I watched the Jackets, they had Alex Gershon out here wide to the left. I think the coaches are taking a look to see how Harpeth responds. And if they see him get a seam, you might see Alex Gershon cut a seam down the middle or run a fly pattern down the left side.
Gershon split out to the left side. This time it's going to be a reverse play to Bach. Bach trying to get outside but not able to do so. He's brought down by number 13. That time Travis Tice picked up what Bach was trying to do, but there's a flag on the field. The tackle made at the 40-yard line. Flag thrown at the 44-yard line, so we'll see what the flag is. There is no flag, as they say, so they're going to move the ball back to the 40 where the tackle was made, which means we're going to have, Tim, a third down, 16 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets.
If the Jackets come out in that same formation, they may take a chance on Alex Gershon. It looks to me, although they're on the short side of the field this time, he won't have the split. But if they get that wide split again, I think you'll see him go to Alex Gershon either on a slant or deep down the left side.
Shotgun formation for the Yellow Jackets. Raines gets a snap, throws it down the field. He's got a receiver open. That's Alex Gershon. Like you called it, Tim, it's going to be enough for the first down. So you need 16. You pick up 17. First down, Yellow Jackets. Ball into the Indian territory.
Yeah, I think the coaches saw a matchup that they liked, and I think they'll be going to that tonight as needed. I just don't think that you can stop Alex Gershon and Daniel Raines this year. They have a very good chemistry going.
43-yard line, ball on the Indian side of the field. Yellow Jackets now going to an I formation. Daniel Raines setting up under center. First man through doesn't get the ball. Penner, the second man through, gets the ball, breaks through the line of scrimmage. And on a night that's very humid, it's not a hot night here, it's a humid night. The Yellow Jackets on this play by Penner picks up a quick 8 yards on the play. It's going to be second down, 2 yards to go.
Great blocking at the point of attack, that right side. Anthony Turner, Jacob Chapdelaine, and the lead blocker clear out for Devin Penner.
Second down, 2 yards to go. Cassidy breaks one tackle. He breaks two, breaks three. He's finally brought down, but not until he gets to the 30-yard line. It's going to be another first down, Yellow Jackets.
Ethan showing that power. Harpeth's been coming out in a four-man front with 4 linebackers, but they're bringing their 2 corner linebackers up front on the line, almost like a 6-2.
I formation again under center. Second man through is Penner. Penner tries to break it outside and tries to go outside of his containment. This time that does not work for the Yellow Jackets. It's going to be a pickup of nothing on the play. It's going to be a second down, 10 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets.
Kevin, that's the reason that Harpeth is running that defense, where they're bringing those corner linebackers up almost as defensive ends. They know that Fairview likes to get wide and go for the home run. You can see they don't want to get beaten by the big play tonight. They're trying to keep everything up inside and let their inside linebackers and down linemen make tackles.
Cassidy at fullback, Penner at tailback. Fake this time, rolling to his right side. He's got plenty of room if he wants to run it, and he does. He gets outside the containment again. Gets down close to the markers. It's going to be short of the first down, but it's going to be a pickup of about 8 on the play. Third down, 2 yards to go. Tim, that time he got outside, had the opportunity to throw the ball, but he saw nothing but green grass in front of him, so he took the quick 8 yards and the safe 8 yards.
Good play, good decision. You know, how would you like to be a cornerback having to make the decision, come up and try to tackle Daniel Raines, and he's a smart enough quarterback to make the pass, or do you stay back and let him just run down your throat?
Yellow Jackets with a handoff up the middle, and it's going to be another first down, it appears. They've stopped the clock where they're looking at the setting of the ball, and it is first down, Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jacket line coming off the ball very well tonight. They're coming off the ball fast and in sync.
Ball spotted inside the 20-yard line. Yellow Jackets driving on the first opportunity that they have of the evening. They go back in shotgun formation with Cassidy back there with Raines. Snap back to Raines. Cassidy's going to fill a hole up and block the hole for Raines to get through it, and he does. He picks up a quick 6 on the play. It's going to be a second down, 4 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets.
Fairview likes that right side tonight. They've had a lot of success over there. And again, Ethan the bus, when he's not running the ball, he's clearing the way for Daniel or Devin Penner.
Definitely saw that coming. Ethan brought the power and the stamina through the right side of the line, and Raines followed him through it, picked up 6 yards on the play. Snap back this time, going to follow Cassidy through the left side of the line. May not be as many yards, but he still followed him through the line, and Cassidy definitely broke out and made some territory available for him.
Good call on that play. Harpeth came up, and they had a linebacker standing on the offensive right side gap outside the guard, and we ran to off the left guard. Good call, good play, Yellow Jackets.
So Davison, Chap, Delane, Leach, and Douglas and Turner making the holes here for the Yellow Jackets early up on the line. Cassidy again back with Raines. This time handoff to Cassidy. Tried to get outside. That had a hold of his shirt. But Tim, as you know, you can grab a hold of somebody's shirt, and if they're going to carry that much weight with them, including your weight, you're not going to be very successful.
Especially with Ethan, he's got such power in his legs and his upper body strength. That was a pretty big lineman, had a hold of him, and he broke that tackle, but he slowed him down enough to let pursuit come over and hold Ethan to a short gain.
It's going to be fourth down and less than 1 yard to go. Back up under center is Raines. Harpeth has stacked the line of scrimmage, preparing for a quarterback sneak. And so before the play can get off, at 7 minutes and 28 seconds left here, there's a timeout called by the Yellow Jackets.
Well, we're far enough into the season where coaches are starting to see tendencies, and they know that in short yardage that Daniel Raines is a dangerous quarterback behind center. He can take off, and he not only sometimes gets the yardage for the first down on these fourth and shorts, he breaks it, and he scored a few times this year on that kind of play. So they brought everyone up, and they did not want Daniel Raines to break him for a touchdown.
Tim, to your point, the Yellow Jackets offensive stats on the year, you've got Devin Penner, who's gained 113 yards, and then you've got Cassidy with 149, but the leader in the clubhouse at this point in the season has been Daniel Raines with 54 attempts, 292 yards, but the biggest stat of them all may be the number of TDs, and that is 10. Double digits in touchdowns already rushing the football, has a couple more throwing the football, so he's accounted for 12 touchdowns on the year, and that is Mr. Daniel Raines. Yellow Jackets going for it, fourth down, less than a yard. Hand off to Ethan across the right side, and I think that it is a no-brainer. First down, Yellow Jackets. Ball inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. First down and goal.
What I liked about that call, Kevin, Fairview comes out in a spread offense. They put 3 receivers to the strong side of the field. Harpeth can't bunch up in the middle. Coach has confidence in those linemen up front. They get off the ball, make a hole for Ethan. Ethan does what he does best. He just gains yardage and converts on 4th down.
Jackets go back to an I formation. This time the second man through is Penner. Penner trying to break through the line of scrimmage, doesn't have anything, as the Indians definitely this time had the advantage. They clogged up the middle, and Penner was not able to get anything, so it's no gain on the play. It's going to be second down goal from the 5-yard line.
You know, Kevin, a lot of times what coaches will tell you as you move in your high school and as you move on to college, you got to press the hole, you got to trust the hole. That time Devin got up behind Ethan. Ethan was clearing the way, and he turned back inside to the pursuit and got stopped. I think I'd like to see Devin press that hole, get right up on Ethan, and then make the cut outside. I think there's a little bit of a hole there, and Devin turned back into the pursuit.
Yellow Jackets going to more of a wing this time. Rolling out is Raines. Raines doesn't have the goal line, but he gets close to the goal line, gets all the way down to the 2-yard line, where it's going to be third down and goal from the 2-yard line.
Great play by Daniel again, but that's one of the best defenses I've seen against Daniel on that rollout this year on that particular play. The linebacker came up and played him about as well as anyone can, because normally you can't stop Daniel Raines on that play.
You had one-on-one coverage right there, and the linebacker, as you said, he sold out to go make the run-stop play, and that is exactly what he did. Third down, 2 yards to go, goal and goal. This time, Raines tries to take it across the right side and tries to get into the end zone, but we don't see a set of arms going up yet. They have now put one hand in the air, marking it fourth down. Fourth down, and the ball is inside the 1-yard line. So the Jackets have taken half the clock away in the first quarter. Fourth down goal, ball inside the 1-yard line. And this is a 30-year anniversary night here on Homecoming in Fairview for the undefeated 79 team that will be introduced at halftime. So the Yellow Jackets go fourth down and goal.
Lining Ethan up deep in the backfield.
I formation, they give it to Cassidy. Cassidy tries to break it to the right side, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
You give Ethan a 3-yard run, and he's just not going to be stopped. He got the yard that he needed, +1, and that's enough to get in the end zone.
You can see him reach over, open up the doors, and take on a couple of passengers that time. They played it well. They just could not bring Cassidy down. He gets into the end zone to give the Yellow Jackets a 6-0 lead with 5:36 left here in the first quarter. Caleb Duke on to try the point after, and Caleb has been spectacular after the first game of the year. Snap back, set down, kick up, long, and good. And you've got the bobblehead saying it's through the air, and it's through the uprights. Yellow Jackets 7, and the visiting Harpeth Indians nothing.
Was that Caleb? Who's number 5? Okay, that's Alex and Caleb.
Alex is
Caleb
holding.
Booted that deep.
Yep, he did. They've gone after the first game of the year. They switched over to Alex of holding. You had Daniel Raines holding first night, and something happened, and they ended up moving Alex in to hold for Caleb. And ever since they made that switch, they've been pretty automatic. Yellow Jackets coached this year, Tim, by Chris Hughes, first year that he's had the reins of the Yellow Jackets. And Chris was at the Fairview Middle School for 12 years, starting in 1985. Well, he's an actual 1985 graduate of Fairview High School is what I was trying to say. Assisting him, you have Frank Simmons, Mike Merritt, Chris Butler, Steve Skelton, Ron King, and Mike Motley. Also assisting with weight and discipline is Chris Smith and Nathan Blankenship. So the Yellow Jackets did exactly what you'd want to do. They take 6.5 minutes off the clock, and they score a touchdown point after. Kick is away that lands or comes down at the 5-yard line, where it's picked up by Harpeth. Harpeth's number 13 takes the ball. He finds one seam, finds a second seam, gets the ball out, and finally gang tackle down at the 37-yard line, where Harpeth is going to have the ball. First down and 10 with their first opportunity of the night.
That's one of the few times the opposing teams had a chance to return a kick from Fairview. Normally, I'm a little bit, I guess, spoiled. I'm used to seeing that ball go into the end zone.
That was Tice with that run back that time for the Indians, and he did an excellent job getting the ball out to the 37-yard line. McWright goes in shotgun formation. The ball, McWright is in his hands, and he gets across midfield out to the 42-yard line. And I tell you, that was a really nifty run that time by Andrew McWright.
Kevin, that was a big hole on the defensive right side out there. Their left tackle just cleared out, came down and blocked, and they had a big hole for the running back. He wasn't touched for 5 yards.
So Jeremy Rourke brings his team back to the line of scrimmage, number 10. 3 receivers stacked on the right side. Snap back, handoff, goes to the right side. This time it's number 22 that gets the ball and gets a quick hit for about 9 yards, Tim. They're going to say, yeah, it's about 9 yards, so 2nd down and 1. That time you had Nathan Forrest with the run, 6'1", 185 senior from Harpeth.
That's not a good sign when your defensive back and safeties are making a tackle. First persons to hit them were Bobby Bach and Devin Penner.
2nd down 1 for the Indians, staying in shotgun formation. Going back to pass this time is number 12. He gets the receiver out into the open. That was a 4-on-1 play that time. So right now what we're seeing is a quarterback rotation by the Indians. They're going quarterback Rourke and McWright. McWright took the first snap. Rourke took the second. McWright is the third.
They're using the Steve Spurrier approach when he was at Florida.
They're using some type of approach right now where they're definitely trying to swap it up. 3 receivers to the left side. 1 on the line of scrimmage, 2 off. Shotgun formation going back to number 10, Rourke at the quarterback spot. Hands off to the left side, and the Yellow Jackets playing it well. Penner chasing down the runner, Forrest, but he's not able to get him down until Forrest breaks outside and gets a first down for the Indians. That's a good pickup on the play.
Jaworski, I think it was Jaworski, Kevin, had a chance to get him in the backfield. Just missed, had pursuit, just couldn't catch up to the play. It looks like Fairview's back to running a little bit of 3-down linemen and multiple sets with their linebackers and cornerbacks coming up.
You had Penner that time chase it from the back and Jaworski from the front, and neither could get a hold of him on that 2nd and short play. So 1st down 10 for the Indians, staying in shotgun formation. Fumble on the snap, goes back, picked up by Forrest, but Forrest is not going to be able to get away as it looks like Stephen Ray.
That was number 24.
And Stevens is going to take him down for a 4-yard loss. 2nd down, 14 yards to go for the Indians.
I think part of the reason for that fumble was Fairview's linemen just came off the ball, and their speed, they just slipped the blocks of the Harpeth Indians up front, and that quarterback didn't have anywhere to go. Might have taken his eye off the ball there for a second.
You know, some coaches, they don't mind bringing in quarterbacks, swapping them out because they keep them on the side, tell them what play they want to run, then they run them into the huddle. What it does, it usually takes a talented player off the field. In that case, 2nd down, 14 yards to go, and guess who is breaking through the line of scrimmage this time? It's going to be number 25, Joe Worski, who almost brought down the Indians earlier. That's a sack on the play by the Yellow Jackets, all the way back to the 39.5-yard line.
Fairview coming up with 3 down linemen and 3 linebackers crowding the line, picking their spots to blitz.
Now it's a 3rd down, 21 yards to go for the Indians. So where the Indians had something rocking and rolling in their favor, 2 consecutive plays by the Yellow Jacket defense, one by Ray and one by Jaworski. Back to throw this time is number 12, gets the ball down the field, has a receiver just a little tall, so McWright is not able to complete the pass out to the receiver. Tim, is that 85 receiver?
Number 8. That was number 8 on the reception on out there that pulled his arms down early. He was looking at the defensive back coming up, and he lost the ball.
So Deal not able to make the catch that time. Back this time in punting formation with a 4th down and 21 is Jeremy Rourke. Rourke is a 5'11 senior.
Oh, there's going to be a flat.
It's going to be a throw down the field, a fake.
There's going to be a penalty anyway. They had someone in motion.
You know, their player is like he's looking for the ball, is going to try to down it. So we have an illegal procedure against the offense, and I'm sure Coach Hughes is going to say, that's okay, we're going to make a little fan action here and say, no, 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 we don't want it. We'll take the ball, first down and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Harpeth's defensive unit coming on the field a little slow, Kevin. That's a good sign for the Yellow Jackets.
So the Yellow Jackets, as expected, they declined the penalty on 4th and 21. And that was a little surprising, Tim, that they their quarterback, number 10, Jeremy Rorick, just picked the ball up and fired it down the field. Everybody treated it like it was a punt, not realizing that if that ball's not caught, it comes back to the line of scrimmage. Looked kind of strange.
Yeah, I don't think, and I can't believe the coach called that, given the explosiveness of this Yellow Jacket offense.
Raines gets outside this time. He's going to pick up about 13 on the play, and it's going to be another first down. Yellow Jackets back into Indian territory.
Once again, the right side of that line, Anthony Turner, Jacob Chapdelaine, and the lead block. They're just clearing the way.
Gershon split out to the left. Looks like Branch out to the right side. Bach off the line of scrimmage doing a little blocking this time. Handoff, or actually takes the snap. Runs to the left side of the line of scrimmage across the 40-yard line. It's going to be short of the first down by just a few inches. But it's going to be a gain of 9 on the play. So Raines doing his thing.
Fairview is owning the trenches, Kevin. They're getting off the ball a half step quicker than Harpeth, and they are just moving those players out of the way, and our quick backs are just sliding right through.
This time they move Cassidy up into tight end formation. Penner split out in motion. Raines back all by himself. They're throwing a wide receiver screen out to Gershon. Gershon unavailable to break through. So the Indians, kudos to them. They pick it up, but they don't pick it up quick enough to stop the Yellow Jacket first down train from happening. So it's another first down for the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets basically have owned this quarter.
If you looked at time of possession, we've not only owned the quarter in points, we've owned it in time of possession and yardage in the whole 9 yards.
Shotgun formation. Penner this time in motion, going to the right side, trying to break it up the middle is number 9, Daniel Raines. Raines not able to get through. He's brought down after a gain of about 1 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Yellow Jackets. Tried to go right over the top of Joey Leach that time, and Leach somewhat got double teamed there, and you had a couple linebackers coming in and kind of broke the play up. Penner in motion again. One man back behind, and that's Ethan Cassidy. Cassidy gets the ball, and Cassidy pushes away 1, 2, 3. It looks like there's 4 or 5 that's going to try to bring him down, but Cassidy says, just hop on the bus, Gus.
Yep.
But we got a first down, Jackets. First down, Jackets, ball to the 25-yard line.
Great blocking at the point of attack. Ethan gets inside, makes a nice little move, spins back in, breaks the tackle, goes for 4 more. Nice play all around for the Yellow Jackets. I like that kind of play. The linemen, I'm just really impressed with the way they're coming off the ball tonight and getting into the bodies of that Harpeth defensive line.
Yellow Jackets, another first down. First down, 10 yards to go. Stay this time in the shotgun formation. Cassidy stays in the backfield. Penner in motion. 2 receivers in the set. This time they're going outside, and you've got Raines. It gets outside and cuts it back inside around the 15-yard line. It's going to be across the first down marker. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Yellow Jackets.
Harpeth blitzes. Daniel Raines runs right outside. Just beats him to the outside. That's one less defender to make a tackle. And you know when Daniel gets outside, he's just hard to defend.
Yeah, Daniel does the little juke. It makes the other team puke, as we say.
He's got that low center of gravity. He's probably foul of 5'8", maybe. I think they list him at 5'9", and I think that's stretching him maybe with his cleats on. But when he gets outside with that low center of gravity, he is hard to tackle. And on a humid night with that field a little bit slippery, he's not sliding, and a lot of those other people are.
That is a fact. We have 12 minutes left here in the first half because that was the last play of the first quarter. So the Yellow Jackets end up with 10 minutes of possession time in the first quarter versus 2 for Harpeth Indians.
Now this game, Tim, as we always try to do, we try to let everybody know who's responsible for bringing this action to them. And tonight you've got a couple of students that came out early, worked hard getting everything set up. You got Yanni Parker and Jerica Hilton that came out, again, working really hard with producer Bob King to get everything set up so that you and I, all we have to do is come in and sit down, put our headsets on, and go to work. And actually work in the right way to say it. It's we go to play, actually. But in addition, tonight calling the game for the Yellow Jackets is Kevin Anderson, myself, and Tim French on the color commentary and giving you actual details of what's happening on the field. And doing the coaches tape week in, week out is Michon Ramey.
You know, I just really enjoy being here, and Kevin, you're exactly right. We come in and we put the headsets on and we just talk for a couple of hours about what we're seeing on the field, and we have a good time. And I just really like to thank everyone and all the students that come out and do this for us.
Yeah, and I tell you, those that are at home, they get to watch this on the replay, whether it's on Channel 3, Channel 19, again, whether it's Comcast, Charter, AT&T, you've got 96, 99 in play this year. Snap back this time, Rainey has the ball, gets it out to Pinner. Pinner has a couple man to beat. He's not able to get away from the first Harpeth Indian. That was number 24 on the play that brings down Pinner. But Pinner that time had a one-on-one situation, was not able to take advantage of it, but he was able to take enough advantage of it to pick up 7 yards on the play. But Jeremiah Griffin, who is a 5'8", junior for Harpeth, did an excellent job of staying with him and keeping Pinner in front of him on that play.
Hunter Branch had a good downfield block on that play.
Back to an I formation for the Yellow Jackets. McDonald in the game, this time in the fullback spot, handoff over the right side, and the Yellow Jackets did not get into the end zone, Tim, but they're going to have another first down and goal.
They are just moving the pile. That line is moving the pile, and the backs are running hard. Fairview is executing on all cylinders this first, well, I guess early in the second quarter.
So the Yellow Jackets leading 7-0. The clock going to be under 11 minutes left here in the second quarter of play before this next snap is made. Have basically taken advantage of every opportunity, and the coaching staff has definitely done their homework and very prepared for this game tonight. McDonald in the backfield this time with Raines. Pinner in motion. Following McDonald through the hole is going to be Raines into the end zone. Touchdown! 11th rushing touchdown of the year for Daniel Raines. But I'm going to tell you what, Levi McDonald, the freshman, that time made a hole that you and I could have had a little trouble getting through, but an excellent job by number 44, McDonald, on the play.
And bringing Devin Pinner in motion to press the hole. He had a kick-out block that really helped Daniel on that play.
So Gershon to hold.
And again, that offensive right side, I like to talk about linemen because they never get their names called, and you don't read about them much in the paper. But Anthony Turner and Jacob Chapdelaine making people move on that Harpeth defensive line.
And as we have seen, Caleb Duke, ball set down by Gershon. Caleb Duke hits the ball and knocks it square through the uprights. So the Yellow Jackets, they come in ready, willing, and running over everybody tonight. 10:43 left here in the second quarter, leading 14-0 against Harpeth.
Hey, Kevin, if you notice just something a little bit different about the Fairview offense tonight?
Well, you know, they've been a little more patient. Number one, they've been ready, patient, but they've taken exactly what the defense has given them tonight versus it looks like getting up there, going to run a play regardless of what set the defense is in. I don't know where you're going with that, but I'm going to
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. They are pounding the football into the line. They are running smash mouth football down the play. They're still trying to get wide, but they're not running the high reward plays. They are just taking what the defensive gives them, and they are marching down the field. Typically, Fairview drives don't take 7-8 minutes. You know, when they get going, last week when that one series from the 45, Daniel Raines threw a couple passes, ran once, ran twice, ran the third time he scored. Fairview is a high-powered, explosive offense, but we're also showing tonight that we can keep the ball, we can ground it, and we can pound it when we want to.
Senior Tyler Emler is to kick off here from the 40-yard line. whenever he gets a signal from the head official, which he does. So the Yellow Jackets approach it, and this time they're gonna run a onside kick, and I believe, Tim, they got it. That was perfectly executed.
No, did he point the Harpeth way? Did the ball go out of bounds before we got it?
I'm not sure. It was perfectly executed, whoever got the ball.
Yeah, I think we had a guy on it, but I'm not sure he came up with it. I like that.
Well, it did go out of bounds, Tim. You had a better angle on it than I did. But Emler ran away from the ball, and the whole front line of Harpeth ran away from it. And then we kick it, and if that ball would have been just a tad softer,
he jumped
3 yards shorter, definitely 3 yards shorter is all it would have taken, and we would have had the ball.
I couldn't quite get the number, but we had a guy jump for the ball, and I'm not sure if he got his hands on it and squirted out of bounds or not. But he never got it enough to get possession, so it's Harpeth ball, and we have an illegal substitution.
The Yellow Jackets, that's one thing on defense that we've seen at least once a game that I know the staff is working on, is coming out of a play like that. You got a toss sweep this time to number 8 trying to get outside, but you know what? That was blown up completely by Gershon and by Ethan Cassidy and by Jaworski.
We had an illegal block inside, Kevin.
Trying to break it out, just couldn't do it. So the 1st and 5, you've got a flag, and I think you may have a holding. And you do. It's a holding. Ball spotted at the 48, so you'll walk it off from there.
Yeah, he was in his legs, then he reached up and pulled him down.
But even when he got outside of the holding penalty that time, you had the combination of Jaworski and Gershon and Cassidy that it was just like a pinball machine, bing, bang, bang, and they had him down, and he didn't go forward at all.
Yeah, I was a little concerned with this weather tonight and being wet. Harpeth looks like a little bit bigger team, and a wet field might benefit them, but that has not been the case at all tonight. Fairview is flying around the field, making tackles and making nice runs and nice blocks on offense.
38-yard line, ball handed off, gets up the middle. Stop that time. Looks like number 20, Cavender, on the stop. And it is Logan Cavender, sophomore, was able to get a hold of the ankles that time with the running back number 22, Nathan Forrest, and bring him down just across the 40 at the 41-yard line, where you now have 2nd down and 14 yards to go. Harpeth stays in the I formation, fakes to the second man through, rolling to his right side. It's back right, throwing it down the field. Has a receiver that, if he could have kept his feet, would have had a 1st down, but he dives and makes the catch, gets across midfield to the 49-yard line, where it's going to bring up 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
One thing for sure on that play, I noticed the tailback wasn't going to get the ball. He limped back to the huddle. By the time he got there, they were already coming out for the offensive play. So they just play action to him and threw the ball down the field.
If Tice could have kept his feet that time for Harpeth, I believe that he would have had the 1st down, Tim. He just, I'm not sure if he lost his feet or felt like he had to dive for that ball.
It looked like he just kind of cradled the ball and went down.
This time you've got Rourke in it, quarterback, splits out, throws it to the left side across the across the 45, down to the 43-yard line. It's going to be a 1st down for the Indians. Good, quick, hard toss that time back out to Tice. Throwing the ball doesn't matter, it seems like, between whether it's McBride or Rourke, they're willing to throw with either quarterback.
They had some early success running the ball. Fairview's adjusted, and they've shut that down this series. And so Harpeth has come out throwing it. We'll have to see what Fairview does to adjust to that.
43-yard line, 1st down, 10 Indians, trailing 14-0 against the homestanding Yellow Jackets from Fairview on homecoming night. This time going over the right side, breaks a couple of tackles, gets outside, gets down close to the 35-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of, let's say, 7 on the play where they're marking. It's going to be 2nd down, 3 yards to go. But all credit that time goes to the running back. He made his own way. That's Nathan Forrest.
There's number 85 on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets.
Tyler Emler comes up, makes the stop after the gain of a long 7. Officially, let's give him 8 yards on the play. 2nd down, 2 yards to go for the Indians.
Fairview's got 3 down linemen, and Cavender I believe it is Logan Cavender, is standing up, and they're just kind of crowding the line of scrimmage.
Sawyer split out way right. This time handoff to the left side. Yellow Jackets first man not able to bring down the running back for the Indians, and I believe again that's Forrest on the run. We'll see when he gets up, and it is Forrest.
He's limping.
Getting
second time he's got up limping.
Getting a little mud on the backs of the jerseys now. It's going to be a little hard. So, as you said, Tim, he's tapping himself on the head saying either I want to come out or, and I believe that is the call. He's taking himself out of the game. Into the game, number 5 is Dakota Seagraves, replacing him at running back, the junior from Harpeth.
So you look at Fairview's defense, we've got 3 down linemen, we've got Cavender standing up, and Jaworski coming up on the line to make a tackle.
McWright tries to take it himself this time. After the first down play on before by the Indians, it gets across the line of scrimmage, a pickup of a couple. It's second down and 8 yards to go for the Indians. So both teams not taking any time in the huddle tonight. You know, the Yellow Jackets, as we've seen all year, they've definitely been a no-huddle offense. The Indians are going into huddle, but they're swapping quarterbacks out, so they're getting the play in pretty quick. This time at quarterback is Rourke, the senior. Snap back handoff quickly to the man to his right, and that's number 5. It looked like Seagraves. And it is Seagraves on the carry down to the 20-yard line, but it's only going to be a pickup of 1 or 2 on the play. Third down and 7 for the Indians.
Once again, that Fairview defense, they seem to bend, but you start to get down around the 25, 20-yard line, they stiffen up, and you just can't punch it in. If you look at the stats all year, teams have gained yards on us, but it's always been between the 20s. They just don't seem to do well once they get to the 20-yard line, and that's a testament to the will of our defensive players.
I formation this time again for the Indians, third down 7. Passing formation being tracked down by McDonald, and Cavender gets the ball down the field. The ball is tipped that time by the Yellow Jackets. I believe that was Cassidy that got a hand on the ball. Ball goes incomplete at the 20-yard line, so the Indians have either a 4th and 7 facing them or a 37-yard field goal. They can pick their poison here.
Well, I'll tell you what, number 5 was very slow getting out there. He was primary offensive receiver, and he was well covered in that inside man that they passed to before. I don't know if it's the same player, but that's the same route they were running. Both players were well covered by that Fairview defense.
Jeremy Rourke, who has been the starting quarterback for Harpeth for the last couple of years, comes back into the game in the shotgun formation. Man in motion. I believe we're going to have a flag here for illegal movement. Pass goes, it is complete for a first down, but it's not going to stand up. You had 2 backs in the backfield that weren't real sure what they were going to do on the play, and definitely moving on the play. They're going to take the penalty. Instead of 4th down and 7, it's going to be now 4th down and 12. The ball spotted at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they had movement, and Rourke did a great job as a quarterback on that play, Kevin. He was back there. Fairview came in, putting a lot of pressure on him. He stepped up, found the seam, fired the ball down the field, but they had movement.
Ball spotted at the 25-yard line, 4th down 12 for the Indians. Indians already trailing the home standing on a homecoming night here against the Fairview High School Yellow Jackets, 14-0. Clock counting down at 5 minutes and 40 seconds. It looks like the Indians are going to go for it and come back out in a I formation. Maybe a little offset to the I, but it's
Fairview bringing a lot of people up to the line. And we got another flag.
So did the Jackets jump that time, Tim, or did...
I'm not quite sure. It looked like they jumped. Yeah. They looked like it was on Harpeth. That's some pretty sloppy football. You get down on the 20-yard line and you get back-to-back illegal procedure penalties. That's a sloppy football, and that's a lack of discipline on that Harpeth offense.
4th down 7 turns into 4th down 17 and 2 penalties. 1 penalty cost them the first down because they threw the pass out to the right flat.
I think when Fairview adjusted on defense and they brought all those people up, that caused that movement on the last play.
You have Sawyer moving out to the right side. I formation again. You think passing down. Rourke going back to throw the ball and a little screen out to the left side. And Harpeth is trying to get away, and they're not going to get away. It's going to be a first down, but it's going to be a first down Yellow Jackets on the 4th down stop against the Indians at the 37-yard line. That's where the Yellow Jackets will take over. First down, 10 yards to go. Under 5 minutes left here in the second quarter.
In 3 plays after getting to the 20-yard line, the Harpeth Indians lost 22 yards. 10 yards on penalties, 12 yards on that. Well, it wasn't quite there on the
17 yards.
17 yards, 10 yards on penalties, and 7 yards on that last screen play. They gave him forward progress because he was tackled out here past the 40.
We have a timeout on the field, and while we have a timeout on the field, homecoming night here, 30-year anniversary for the 79 team. But we want to recognize on homecoming night something that we try to do every year, and that's all the seniors that are on this roster for the Fairview High School Yellow Jackets. And we're just going to go in the number order, starting at the lowest. Number 1, Devin Penner, senior, 6'1". He plays running back and safety for the Yellow Jackets. Number 5, Alex Gerchen, senior, 6 foot, wide receiver and cornerback. Number 6, Caleb Duke, who seems like he's picked up a lot of new duties this year, Tim. He's done a lot of things, not only kicking the ball, but running the ball and playing cornerback. You've got number 9, quarterback Daniel Raines, 5'8", 162, already now with 11 touchdown runs on the year. Number 13, Luke Jordan, senior, 5'10", wide receiver and linebacker for the Jackets. Number 24, Stephen Ray, he's a 6'4", 200-pound senior. 25, Wayne Jaworski, 5'8", 168, senior, plays fullback and linebacker. Number 58, Zane Davison, senior, 6 foot, 180 pounds, playing the center position. Number 59, Anthony Turner, one of those other linemen, Tim, that you were talking about earlier, 5'11", 196. Yellow Jackets in shotgun formation. Raines rolling out to his left side. It's
got
a run
a seam
all the way. He breaks one tackle, jumps over the second one, trying to get to the first down marker. Not able to do so, but it's going to be a quick pickup of 9 on the play. Second down and 1.
Fairview is sealing that offensive left side at 2 levels, at the defensive line level, the defensive linebackers. The first person to hit Daniel was from the secondary. Great blocking up front from the left side of the offensive line. And we got to give them kudos as well. That left side of that offensive line is Joey Leach and Bryce Douglas. And as always, Zane Davison, he's blocking regardless of which side the ball goes on.
Second down 1 gives you a lot of options here if you're the coordinator. High formation, fake handoff. Actually, a handoff is given to the second man through, and I believe that was Penner with the handoff. And he struggles, but he gets forward for a first down. Yellow Jackets, it's at the 49-yard line, and it is first down, Yellow Jackets.
Harpeth brought a couple people up into the line of scrimmage and just blew that play up in the start. Devin still manages to make some positive yardage for the Fairview Yellow Jackets.
Number 65, Tommy Garvin, is another senior. He's 5'9", 190, plays guard and defensive tackle. 69, Cody McNeil, 6'2", 400 pounds, tackle and nose guard.
That's some biscuits right there.
Rolling out this time, looking down the field. Got a receiver open if he can get it there. Bot goes up, one-headed catch. He gets his hand on it, but he cannot corral the pass in. It's going to be second down and 10 at the 49-yard line, Jacket side of the field.
You really got to like this Yellow Jacket offense. They attack. You know, they'll take what you give them, but when they have the opportunity, they will attack. You cannot sit back and rest if you're a defensive team against this Yellow Jacket offense.
Bach went up that time with his left hand and tried to bring that back in, and he darn near did it.
He got it into his body. He had that all the way down. Came out when he hit the ground.
Got Penner and Cassidy behind Raines. Raines rolls out to his right side, doesn't see an opening, so he's going to take the block given to him by Bach down the field and out of bounds. He is slung down about 3 yards out of bounds. I'm not sure if they're going to get the personal foul penalty to go with the run for first down, and they're not, but that's still going to be first down, Yellow Jackets, ball at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, that offensive scheme, you get Daniel out left to right so he can see the field and get passing lanes, and if he sees everybody's dropping off, he takes off and runs. And there's not many defensive linemen that are going to catch him from behind, nor linebackers, and the first people to have to make that decision are the secondary. Do I come off my coverage and come up, make the tackle, and let him beat me with the pass, or do I wait until I'm sure he's past the line of scrimmage? And once Daniel's past the line of scrimmage, he's a hard one to tackle.
First down 10, Yellow Jackets, this time looking to the right side again. Raines takes the ball inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line, where it's going to be a pickup of about 5 on the play. Second down and 5 for the Yellow Jackets. And Tim, finishing out the seniors here, you've got number 75, Joey Leach, that we see up on the line as well. He's a senior, 5'6", 195 guard, defensive end. 77, Clinton Beard, 6'1", 320 pounds, tackle, nose guard. 85, Tyler Imler, that seems to be doing it all for us this year, kicking the ball off, playing receiver, playing in the defensive backfield. Bach with a handoff, tries to get out the left side, not able to do so. And rounding out the list is number 87, Bobby Bach, who we just saw try to make a spectacular catch and darn near brought it in. Third down, 3 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, on that play, the seam was at the hash. He should have turned it up. He strung it out, and he gave that Harpeth the defense the time to recover. Bobby needed to cut that one up a little bit harder. I know the field's a little slick. Maybe that's why he didn't do it. But the seam was at the hash, and he could have turned that up and got some good yardage.
Bach in motion. This time handoff to Cassidy across the left side. He gets the first down, breaks the tackle. He gets the sideline. He's inside the 10, down toward the 5, inside the 5 at about the 3-yard line. And that was the bus. Handoff to the 3-yard line. The bus motor was churning.
Kevin, watching Ethan, it's as if you have to delay what you say, because you want to say Ethan Cassidy off tackle, he's hit, he's brought down for 4 or 5 yard cover or carry, but that doesn't happen. It's Ethan Cassidy on the carry, he's hit it 5 yards, spins off. It looks like no, he's going down. He's broken away. He's going down to the 10 to 5. It's just you just can't call the play with him very quickly because you never know when he's going to go down.
Handoff this time right side. Cassidy is brought down at the 4-yard line. Cassidy was knocked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. This time first and goal from the 5. Cassidy gets the handoff, picks up 1. Now it's going to be second down and goal. Yellow Jackets. Under 2 minutes left here in the first half of action from Fairview. Homecoming night here. 2009, the Yellow Jackets leading 14 to the visiting Indians, nothing. 1:30 and counting down. Shotgun formation. Raines back there with him is Penner. 2 receivers in the set. Raines gets the ball, tries to go around the left end, doesn't get the goal line. He gets close. They had 2 defensive backs out there, and he was not able to split both of them, but he gets down close to the goal line. It's going to be third down and goal from the 1.5-yard line.
Gershon trying to get a block, but he just couldn't get both of them, Kevin. You know, in a moment when we have a chance, I want to talk about these seniors for a second.
Third down goal, Yellow Jackets leading 14-0. They come to the line of scrimmage. Raines under center, Cassidy in the backfield. This time just hand off to Cassidy over the right side. He's going to try to push his way into the end zone. He's not able to do so. It's going to bring up fourth down for the Yellow Jackets. And the Yellow Jackets with a fourth down play here, Tim, they may just let the clock run down, knowing they've got 1 play left regardless, and call timeout with about 7 or 8 seconds left here.
And they either get in or it's halftime.
Or it's halftime. Or
they go in 21-0 or 14-0.
Absolutely. And I believe that's a good coaching move right there by the Yellow Jackets. They call timeout with 12.1 seconds left on the clock, coming to the sidelines. And Tim, as you were saying about these seniors, all of them have done something really special. But I know you want to bring to mind a couple of these guys.
Yeah, you know, most of the seniors you called, we've called their names now for 2, 3, some of them for 4 years. And they've all been part of some very good coaching staffs, and Chris is just continuing the mold of making these players both better as football players and better as young men. And there's a couple of them out there that I just wanted to point out. You know, Joey Leach, or I think it's his name, he comes from the Leach family. He's got some brothers, and they are all tougher than cobs. And this young man, he's not only a great football player, he's a great young man, and he's a pretty tough wrestler to boot. Kudos to him. He was injured early in the year, and he's fought to come back, and he's back out there on the field as a senior. And I just kind of want to lift him up because he's one of my favorites, and I think he plays hard all the time. He doesn't take a play off.
195 playing the line.
Fire plug.
He is definitely one of the fire plugs out on the line of scrimmage. So the Yellow Jackets leading 14-0. Ball just inside the 1 yard line, or right at the 1 yard line. They're going to go for it. It looks like on 4th down. Looks like they're going to go shotgun formation. Sending all the receivers to the right side of the field. And before they can call the play, they don't like the way the Indians are lined up. They did not take the bait with the lineup that they had. So Coach Hughes says, hey, let's not chance it. Let's call and use our final timeout here.
The other one I want to talk about is Zane Davison. I believe he's been starting for almost 4 years. I believe he got considerable playing time as a freshman, and he plays on that line. He's the center. He's been the center for the last couple years, and he's another one that just gets out there and gets after it every play, every game, and you just got to give a young man like that a lot of credit.
Bryce Douglas, it looks like, is going to come into the lineup here on this 4th down play. Penner coming off the field. Branch coming off the field, putting Stephen Ray in this time on offense. So they're putting a lot of their muscle in. Looks like into the backfield you've got Cassidy playing the running back spot. You also have Chapdelaine in the fullback slot.
I believe he's in.
Touchdown Yellow Jackets. 7.2 seconds left. And Tim, did you see what they did? They brought Chapdelaine, one of their linemen, played him at the fullback spot so he could get a running start on the block. And then you hand the ball off, as you said earlier, and you give big number 36 a little running room, and it's hard to bring him down. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And Jacob made a great block at the point of attack, and after that, Ethan just does his thing. He does what Ethan does. He's the bus.
Point after upcoming, 7.2 seconds left. The Yellow Jackets trying to tack on one more. Kick up. Kick is good. The Yellow Jackets take a 21-0 lead with 7.2 seconds left here in the first half of action. It's homecoming night here, 2009. At halftime, you're going to be honoring not only the homecoming attendance, floats by the classes, but also 30-year reunion for the 79 football team, coached by Ronnie Campbell and Jerry Christopher.
Coach Steve Skelton's got to be happy tonight, Kevin. You know, he coaches those linemen, and he's had a lot of them for a few years, and he is one skillful coach, because if you watch Fairview over the past few years, their linemen get better and better each and every week. And at the end of the year, come playoff time, they are just clicking on all cylinders. The only difference this year is I think he's got them clicking just a little bit earlier.
Definitely do. Yellow Jackets coming into this game 3-1 on the year, 2-0 in District 12 AA. For the first time in a long time, Harpeth and Fairview are in separate districts. That's unusual for us to say, because this is usually a big district game for both teams. Ball kicked away by Emler. As you said earlier, the spoilage continues because the ball goes past the G into the end zone, where it's going to come out to the 20-yard line with 7 seconds left here in the first half.
That's what I'm used to seeing out there, and I feel better now.
And those of you that are watching this game, whatever channel you're watching it on, 3, 19, 96, or 99, again, credit where credit is due. Yanni Parker comes out, works a lot of these games from the student production team, and so does Jerica Hilton, along with producer Bob King. Each week, the coaches' tapes made by Michon Ramey, and then myself, Kevin Anderson, and Tim French, we get the pleasure of sitting up here and just watching the action from above and getting to call out these young men's name that, again, have worked their butts off during the hot part of the season just to be ready for football.
And we have one who volunteered tonight because we had an injured. We had one person that was going to be on the crew injured. out injured, and I believe is that Jennifer or
well, Jarek is here tonight. That was not scheduled to be here, and that's twice this year that Jerica has come and shown up to help her team members from the production staff. So we go to the halftime. The home standing Fairview High School Yellow Jackets 21, the visiting Indians from Harpeth 0.
You know, Kevin, and looking at Harpeth's stats before the game, they came out and they beat Hickman, and Hickman has played pretty well since that first game. And the point I'm trying to make is Harpeth is a better team that they've shown tonight, and some of that's attributed to the skills of our team, but a lot of it is just the mentality or the psychology of your football team. And I'm just wondering, you know, they came back the next week and they got beat, and then they took another pretty sound loss. And it's once you get that in your mind, you lose that edge and you lose that confidence. They came out tonight, if you look at their first series, they looked pretty good. And as the game's worn on, you can see them getting slower to the line, coming off the ball slower. And it's just, you know, that's what this coach has to go out there, and he's got to get these Harpeth Indians believing in themselves again.
Well, definitely the Yellow Jackets have done their thing, honoring the halftime team from 1979, the undefeated 79 team. A lot of the guys showed up tonight to be recognized as they should be. It was a good honor. I graduated in '82. We had some of my classmates were freshmen during that year that played a lot during the year that I see out there. But Tim, we'll go to halftime leading 21-0. We'll be back with some stats before we start the second half of action.
Enjoy halftime.
Owen Jones, Robert Odom, John Bledsoe, Chance Hughes, Jeff Kimball, Wendell Ladd, Scott Bryson, Elgin Jones, Maureen Cunningham, Henry Stringer, Jeff Hughes, Mark Brooks, Joey Thornton, Kelvin Sullivan, Blake Mangrum, Elliot Ladd, Jeff Mangrum, Steve Hartley, and last but not least, Ricky Gaskell, the coaches of the 1979 Yellow Jackets. Head coach Ronnie Campbell, Jeremy Christopher, and Paul Fuller. The class of 79 won District 12A. They won Region 6A. They went 11-1 on the season. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Fairview High School, class of 1979. Thank you, to be proud of you guys.
Float. Toy Story. Freshman, class of 2013. Second place, Float. Titanic. Junior, class of 2011. First place, Float. Wizard of Oz, senior class of 2010. Now will you please welcome Fairview High School parents, honor guard. At this time, please welcome the Fairview High 2009 football cheerleaders. Sasha Abbott, daughter of Brian and Sonda Abbott. Samantha Bennett, daughter of Sarah Bennett. Joan Burgess, daughter of Sam and Carol Burgess. Jessica Dodson, daughter of Jess and Dorothy Dodson. Lauren Ligon, daughter of David and Robin Ligon. Kendall Harris, daughter of Layman and Barbie Harris. Katie Heathcock, daughter of Tony and Jimmy Heathcock. Amber Hoppy, daughter of Ken and Wendy Hoppy. Luke Rowden, son of Vic and Kathleen Rowden. Lucas Lancaster, son of Larry and Stephanie Lancaster. Mariah McTaggart, daughter of Jennifer and Kurt McTaggart. Rachel Newton, daughter of Mike and Joanna Newton. Cindy Nolan, daughter of Donnie Kristen Nolan. Ashley Packlin, daughter of Eddie and Susan Packlin. Brandy Smith, daughter of Jeff and Deborah Smith. Addie Colbert, daughter of Alicia Colbert. Caitlin Warren, daughter of Ricky and Jennifer Warren. Bailey Mello, our Buzz mascot, daughter of Troy and Lexi Mello. 2009 homecoming chorus. Freshman, Sydney Ketchum, daughter of Sean and Bob Ketchum. She is escorted by Vincent Lampley, son of Mitch and Carmen Lampley. Sophomore, Christiana Purvis, daughter of David and Beverly Purvis. She's escorted by Joshua Lampley, son of Mitch and Carmen Lampley. Junior, Sarah Stringer, daughter of She is escorted by Dakota Parker, son of Stacy and Jim Hammond. Senior, Hannah Ford, daughter of Evelyn and James Ford. She is escorted by son of Kathy and Frank Blake. Senior, Haley Gunkel, daughter of Tay and Scott Rose. She is escorted by Devin McCormick, son of Joe C. McCormick and Paula and Mark Marino. Senior, Megan Talley, daughter of Tina and Sam Sander and Mike and Jenny Talley. She is escorted by Tyler Emler, son of Donnie and Angie Emler. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fairview High 2009 homecoming. And now, please join me in welcoming Fairview High School's 2008 homecoming queen, Miss Rachel Siegel. Tonight, Miss Siegel will be presenting the new queen with a crown and a bouquet of roses. Drum roll, please. 2009 Fairview High School homecoming queen is Ms. Hannah Ford. We would like to thank all the teachers, parents, students, and school administrators
welcome everybody back here after all that halftime festivities. And looking at these stats, well, first of all, Fairview leads 21-0. Fairview had 10 first downs to Harpeth's 4 first downs. Fairview also had 152 yards rushing versus 47 yards rushing for Harpeth, and that's on 31 carries versus 11 carries. That's a huge standout right there. 20 more carries of the football than Harpeth did. 3 of 4 passing for the Yellow Jackets for 27 yards, 3 of 6 passing for the Indians with a total of 8 yards. Fumbles, no fumbles on this wet, sloppy field tonight is also very impressive for both teams. Had 1 kickoff return for 30 yards for the Indians, as the rest of them, as you say, one of them was an onside kick try that went out of bounds. The other one was into the end zone. And the Yellow Jackets opened up the night by bringing the opening kickoff of the night back 36 yards. So time of possession, first half, 14 minutes and 16 seconds for the Yellow Jackets, 7 minutes and 53 seconds for the Harpeth Indians. That's, in that stat alone, it just seems like total domination, especially when you look at the total number of running plays, one versus the other. 31 versus 11.
What is that total plays? 35-17.
That's it's a large number.
Fairview's just got the ball, and they've just been grinders tonight. They've just taken control of this game. And when your linemen are dominating a game, that's what happens.
So the Yellow Jackets individually tonight, in the first half rushing, Ethan Cassidy had 10 attempts for 59 yards and 2 touchdowns. Bach had 2 carries, loss of 3 yards. Devin Penner, 5 carries, 16 yards. Daniel Raines, the leading rusher on the year coming into tonight, 14 carries, 80 yards with 1 touchdown, long gain of 13 yards. Passing, Raines had all the pass attempts tonight, 3 of 4, 27 yards, long of 16, and that was a big 16-yard hit because it was a 3rd down and 15 on the opening possession of the night. That's what got the night started off in the correct direction. Alex Gershon with 2 receptions on the night, 20 yards, and Devin Penner with 1 reception for 7 yards.
When you sum up the first half, it's just been total domination by the Yellow Jackets in pretty much every area of the game. Our line has dominated, our backs have ran harder, and our team has just played harder the first half.
You know, those of you watching the game, picking it up right now, we'd like to just absolutely thank Stacy Hare, who does the, as we call them on the sheet, it says quickie stats, and those are good stats for us to use at halftime. Kicking the ball away this time, gets under it a little bit, is Emler. Pooch kick out, picked up at the 21-yard line, gets down the field across the 30 to the 32-yard line where the Indians will take over 1st down and 10. I'm not sure if he meant to do that or if he got under that one. That looked like maybe a set play there, Tim.
Yeah, he was kicking to a spot. And I think they were trying to catch Harpeth off guard. They were kicking to a spot, and I think they were hoping maybe he would fumble. It's a good play.
1st down 10, 32-yard line for the Indians. And tonight, this broadcast again, giving the credit where the credit is due. Yanni Parker, Jerica Hilton, Bob King producing. Coach's tape provided tonight by Michonne Ramey. Handoff right side's got a big opening past the 1st down marker. It's going to be a pickup of 15 yards on the first play from scrimmage to start the second half for the Indians. So the Indians went into halftime and drew up a good first play, nothing else. 1st down 10 Indians.
That's the same kind of offensive set and offensive play they ran to start the game. They might have made a few adjustments. Fairview's coming out with 3 down linemen. It's I don't know if they're running like a 3-5-3 or they're bringing those 2 linebackers up and making it like a 5-3. But they got some open space for the Harpeth running back that time.
48-yard line. This time the ball is going to be snapped back, and the Yellow Jackets swarm under number 22, who was handed the ball, and it's going to go for a loss of 4 on the play. So a pickup of 15 on the first play, a loss of 4 on the second play. That time Forrest was not able to get away from the rushing defense of the Yellow Jackets.
Fairview brought 2 linebackers on that play, Kevin, right up the middle. Too many people to block. Good defensive call by that Fairview defensive coordinator.
Two receivers, one wide right, one wide left. Two backs in the backfield with the quarterback, number 10, gets the ball out. He's got a receiver that's open across midfield, brought down at the 46-yard line, and he's going to pick up an extra 15 yards on the play, as it looked like the Yellow Jackets got a hand on the face mask that time.
Yeah, it was only those two. The referee threw the flag right there.
Against the Jackets.
Alex is a good open field tackler. I'm not sure how that happened. He normally does a real good job of bringing the guy down.
So incidental face mask, Tim. Instead of a 15-yarder, it's a 5-yarder. It's going to be first down. Harpeth at the 42-yard line. Good throw and catch that time. Dillon went up and got the ball that was thrown to him by Jeremy Rourke. And first half of the game, we saw a rotation of quarterbacks. Number 12, Andrew McWright, along with Jeremy Rourke. This time Rourke stays in for second play in a row. Handed off to number 13, tries to get outside, but he is not going anywhere. It's going to be a huge loss on first down, back out to the 50-yard line, the 49-yard line, back inside of Indian territory. Loss of about 8 on the play. Second down, 18 yards to go for the Indians.
Fairview just shooting those gaps, getting into the backfield. Harpeth running backs have to make a decision. They cannot be stringing these plays out and running backwards. Fairview's just too fast on the defensive side of the ball. They need to decide, this play's blown up. I'm just going to take it as far straight up the middle as I can get it.
Was that Logan Cavender on that play? This time Wright tries to hand off in a reverse play. The Yellow Jackets fall on the ball. It looks like there's a huddle and a fight for the ball. The Yellow Jackets had best opportunity at it. We'll see if they get the possession.
Logan Cavender was one of them on the tackle.
And they're saying that it is retained possession by Harpeth. That time the Yellow Jackets got back there and busted the handoff on the reverse to Forrest. The Indians get down in the fight for the ball and take it away from the Yellow Jackets, but it's going to be, I don't know if my math is that good, Tim. Third down and 25 yards to go.
Third down and a lot. And again, Harpeth comes out, runs some good positive plays, and they have some, they just don't execute. You cannot run that type of play for Fairview when you let them get into your defensive backfield.
Rourke back to pass, throwing the ball out of bounds, gets out of the pocket and throws the ball away. It's going to be incomplete. Had nobody open, had a rush coming his way, and just did not want to take a chance on it. So the Yellow Jacket defense gives up a big play, gets a face mask penalty against them. The Indians get the ball all the way down to the 42-yard line of the Yellow Jackets, but the Yellow Jackets turn the table, and now punting from the 42-yard line on the other side of the field is the Indians. Back to receive is Devin Penner for the Yellow Jackets. Slow snap back, almost blocked by the Yellow Jackets, but a good spiraling kick that's fumbled by Penner, but Penner jumps right back on the ball. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10. Yellow Jackets with their first offensive opportunity here to start the second half of action.
It'll be interesting to see if Fairview continues with that methodical ground game and passing when they need to, getting outside when they can. Or if they're going to try to open it up a little bit, maybe throw the ball around and see if they can light up the scoreboard a little bit tonight.
The Indians take 2 minutes and 27 seconds off the clock on their first possession to start the second half. And the Yellow Jackets, again, using the 30-year-ago everybody shift motion play, and it catches the Indians off guard. I believe it really caught the officials off guard first half, and I think Coach Hughes may have said, that's really not an illegal play. And it's where you've got everybody in the backfield that kind of moves positions, and they're trying it again. They snap back this time to Penner. Penner gets the ball, but there's a flag on the play. We'll see if we have another offsides or a illegal procedure against the Yellow Jackets. This time it's illegal procedure, Yellow Jackets. Didn't see anybody move, Tim, but evidently they did because they called it. So it's going to go back down to 1st and 10. So no harm, no foul after 2 plays.
Well, I know when you move, you've got to set. You have to set. And maybe they snapped that ball too soon after they moved.
I know Coach Hughes talking to him before the game. In honor of the 30-year team, one of the things that they wanted to do tonight is come out and first play from scrimmage is do that movement play because that worked well for that undefeated team. Going down the field, you got Bach open over here, but the ball gets away from Daniel Raines. It's going to go incomplete. 2nd down, 10 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Daniel didn't get a lot on that one. That ball came out of his hand kind of wobbly. He didn't get enough oomph on that one to get it out there.
Ball a little wet. Snap back in the shotgun formation. Had to have a little precipitation on it. So as it was rotating out toward Bach, just didn't have enough, as you said, oomph on it. Raines reads the defense that time, pulls the ball back, gets outside of the defense on the left side. 1st down, Yellow Jackets out past the 30-yard line to the 33, where the Yellow Jackets pick up on the night another 1st down.
As an offensive coordinator, you have to feel good that you've got that play in your pocket. You know, spread the field one way, let Daniel pick a seam, take off, and he's always good for 6, 7, 10, 15 yards. That has to give you a comfort feeling if you're the coach, except when you hold.
Got a holding on that play, so the 13-yard pickup is all for naught. It's going to now be 2nd down and 13 yards to go, so the holding foul was 7 yards down the field into the play of action. Shotgun formation, Yellow Jackets. Raines rolling to his right side, being pursued by the Harpeth. But Raines sees the opening and uses his quickness to get outside, and he does get outside.
Oh, there's one.
And he's thrown out of bounds again. That's the 2nd time tonight. This time the official says, you know, we let you get away with it once, but not a 2nd time. So Raines picks up a lot on the play down to the 29-yard line, or out to the 29-yard line, and he's going to get to tack on 15 more yards as number 13 for the Indians.
Yeah, he came in late.
Stop himself.
He came in late. The Harpeth player had Daniel going out of bounds, and he came in late, and he led with his head. And that is a point of emphasis in high school football.
Yeah, Travis Tice that time had a hold of the jersey as he went out of bounds and slung him down as well. So another 15 yards on the play. Moves the ball out to the 44-yard line. So the run to the 29, add 15 out to the 44. 1st down, 10 Yellow Jackets.
Jackets on the move once again.
I formation, this time Bach in motion. Taps his quarterback as he goes by, handoff to Penner. Penner brought down from up high, and
face
it's going to be a combination of either a horse collar tackle or a face mask.
Looked like his hand got up in there in the helmet area. We'll see what they call.
So back-to-back personal foul penalties, it looks like, against Harpeth. They're talking about this one. They may wave it off. They may have thought they saw a horse collar play, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to say it was not a horse collar play nor a face mask. So the play stands as is. It's going to be a pickup by Penner of about 3. 2nd down, 7 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, that horse collar, you've got to come up from behind and grab that shoulder pad and yank him down. And that was a hit, and he just came around, grabbed both sides of the shoulder pads. I thought he got his hand up in the face mask.
So Branch splits out to the right side. Yellow Jackets also have a receiver split out to the left side. This time handoff to the left side is not going to go anywhere as Cassidy is brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd down, 7 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets. Yet Gertchen split out to the left side, and Branch split out to the right side that time. And they tried to sneak a quick hit to Cassidy, and the bus was not able to get out away from the parking lot that time.
Well, number 71, I'm not sure if that's Jacob Chapdelaine or not. He was out front throwing a good block, though.
That was Chapdelaine. Quick pass down the field, picked off by the Indians. And Branch tracking down the Indian receiver or the defender, and he does bring him down. But it was a good read that time by the Harpeth Indians and picked off. Daniel Raines throws the interception. But it was more of a better of a defensive play than a bad throw that time. He just read the eyes, read the quick hit, the quick slant by Raines, picked it off and took it all the way down inside the Yellow Jacket 20 at the 19-yard line.
You're exactly right. He read that from the get-go. He saw the receiver sliding right down the seam. He stepped right in front and picked it off. Once again, good tackle, good touchdown-saving tackle by the Jackets. We've seen time and time again this year when they've done that, things have turned out in our favor.
Travis Tice with the interception takes it down inside the 20. Shotgun formation. And the clean jersey quarterback number 10, and that's Jeremy Rourke, gets a snap back, looks to throw the ball, and you got a holding right there, and he's going to try to throw the ball down the field, and it's going to be reciprocated. The Yellow Jackets with the pickoff, and they've got the sideline. If they can break a couple of tackles, Mike can take it the distance. Still fighting for room, gets the ball outside the 40-yard line. Flag on the play is going to be against the Indians for holding, and I believe that is going to be declined, and this interception is going to go in the direction for the Yellow Jackets. First down, 10 yards to go.
Once again, Kevin, how many times have we seen this year when Fairview has made a mistake with an interception or a turnover and the other team has been taking it back for what seems like a touchdown? We've had someone come from behind, make the tackle, and that Fairview defense not only stops them, they come up with a turnover. Great job, Yellow Jacket defense.
Ball at the 42-yard line, first down 10. So consecutive plays from the 44-yard line. The Yellow Jackets have it. They throw an interception. Harpeth gets the ball, comes back, and tries to make a play to get back into the game, trailing 21-0. Their quarterback sees they have a holding on the play, and I don't know if he just tries to throw it up for grabs or not, but the Yellow Jackets definitely with good defensive coverage on the play do an excellent job. This time Penner gets the pass out on the swing. He's going to lose a couple on the play. Harpeth read that perfectly, and the swing pass out, swing/screen pass out is going to lose a couple of yards for the Yellow Jackets.
Harpeth defender inside comes out and blows that play up. He saw it going. He goes out there and he makes Devin wait a little bit longer to turn up, cut up field. He was the key to that play not going for a lot of yardage for the Yellow Jackets.
Now, I was looking, Tim, through the first 4 games of the year. Daniel Raines has only thrown 2 interceptions before that one that was picked off by Harpeth. Down the field, he's got a man open outside, and as we speak, it's going to be his 4th interception of the year. Back-to-back throws, this time by Daniel Raines, is going to be picked off. This time it's picked off by number 8 for the Indians, and that's Sawyer.
There's a flag on the field. I think number 15 for Harpeth may have an illegal block. I'm not sure what the call is. I couldn't see, but I saw number 15 come out of that little bunch.
Yep. Holding against the Indians. So at the spot of the foul, which right now looks like the 45-yard line or 45-ish yard line, we're going to take it back 10 from there.
10 yards from the spot.
Kevin, you jinxed him.
I'm sorry.
That's the
36-yard line.
First down, 10.
How many times have you seen him say he hasn't missed a free throw in 10 games?
And
Clank.
Clank. Well, that was one of those passes that, again, twice in a row, Harpeth has come up and made good defensive plays on consecutive passes that Raines has thrown. Good hit by the Yellow Jackets getting into the backfield. Very quickly that time is Stephen Ray, and he brings the Harpeth Indians down for a loss of 4 on the play out to the 33-yard line.
Stephen Ray just beat his guy off the ball, slipped inside. There was nowhere for the Harpeth runner to go. Great play on Stephen Ray that time.
Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. Loss of 4. Stephen Ray just absolutely busted the line that time, Tim, and got back there and brought down the running back, number 22, who has had a little success in this half, and that's Nathan Forrest for the Indians.
And they've got Stephen Ray playing nose tackle.
Shotgun formation this time. McCray takes the ball, tries to go up the middle. He gets up the middle. He's going to be a pickup of about 17 on the play. First down for the Indians. Emler limping away from the tackle on that one.
Harpeth lets Stephen Ray. They use Stephen Ray's quickness and speed against him. They let him take a side. Center just moves him out, and they run right back in behind him.
Andrew McWright that time takes the ball over the right side on the quick quarterback draw. Picks up 17, first down Indians, out to the 49-yard line, still on Indian side of the field. Staying in shotgun formation, McWright stays, actually He does not.
Jaworski.
Jaworski comes in on the sack by the Yellow Jackets. He breaks 3 from the end on the blitz, and he gets all the way back there, and he takes down number 10, and that is going to be Jeremy Rourke that goes down with the sack.
Fairview coming up in a little bit of a 5-3, and they're playing a strong side linebacker, and then they bring Jaworski off the edge. Harpeth's just having a hard time blocking that.
41-yard line from the 49 to the 41. It's a loss of 8 on the play. Second down, 18 yards to go.
I mean, if you'll watch them, you'll see Fairview. They got 3 down linemen, and then Cavender comes up in there and says, now you got Jaworski kind of moving him over, and then he's coming in.
Fumble on the play. Picked up by Harpeth. Brought back out to the 40-yard line, but it's going to be a loss of 1 after they pick it up. So now it's third down, 19 yards to go.
Harpeth comes out and they have some positive plays, and then they just seem to not execute. And I think a lot of that can be attributed to that Fairview defense. They're not allowing them to execute.
Well, on Jaworski's sack right there, he read that blitz perfectly, was not face guarded by anyone, and had a beaming shot.
Well, he's lining up behind this lineman, and based on their formation, he'll tap him, and he may move over a little bit. Then he comes off the edge.
I formation this time. In motion is Harpeth. Back to throw the ball. It's back right down the field. It's got a receiver, but this time the pass is thrown, and it is caught by the black and gold, and that is Hunter Branch with the INT. First down, Yellow Jackets after the interception.
That was Hunter Branch, I think, coming over from the safety position.
So ball spotted at the 26-yard line. So we go back-to-back turnovers. We talked about, again, at the end of the stats in the first half, where neither team had any turnovers on this field.
Now we've had back-to-back-to-back.
We've got 4 turnovers. That's just in a matter of minutes. So maybe that was another one of those announcer jinxes. 3:58 left here in the third quarter, the first quarter of the second half. Timeout this time called on the field. 3:58 to go here in the third quarter. The Yellow Jackets on homecoming night. Already seeing Miss Ford winning the homecoming queen. 21-0 Yellow Jackets.
One of the things we've seen this half is that while Fairview is continuing to pound the rock, they're also taking some shots down the field. I look for that to continue.
Before they get the play started back up here, Tim, just wanted to verify that it was Hannah Ford that won the homecoming queen, and that's exactly who it was.
As she was excited, I couldn't quite hear the name real well. I just knew she was very excited, as she should be on this big night.
Just like the car companies, Ford didn't need any stimulus money, so they got the homecoming award tonight as well.
That's right.
No government intervention.
That's right.
Just a win for the homecoming queen. Shotgun formation, first down 10 after the Hunter Branch interception. Snap back, Raines goes right behind Pinner. Pinner blocks off and seals one area and gets out of bounds past the 40-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 14 on the play.
I'll tell you, Kevin, that's a good run by Daniel Raines, but if he takes a look to the left, plants that right foot, and cuts back, he scores. There was a lane wide open for the cutback right there. He'd still be running about now going over the goal line.
Pick up a 15 as the ball spotted at the 41-yard line. Daniel Raines has seen the holes and he's seen the gaps that's been created by the big offensive line as well as his running backs. Bach in motion, taps Raines. Raines hands off to Ethan Cassidy. And as we've seen all year long, Ethan Cassidy, the bus, takes about 3 passengers with him out to the 49-yard line.
Just running through people, Kevin.
Second down and 2 yards to go after a pickup of 8.
He came through the line, and one of the linebackers put a pretty good lick on him, and he just ran right through him. It's unbelievable watching him run.
Cassidy coming out of the game, into the game for the Yellow Jackets is Caleb Duke. And we've seen on a couple of occasions that when Caleb's been in the game, and you also have split out to the right side, Stephen Ray. We've seen the double reverse with Duke getting the ball. Snap back this time, not being able to hold on to it is Raines. Raines is able to pick it up. He breaks one tackle, goes the wrong direction, brought down at the 36-yard line. It's going to be a loss on the play of 5 yards. Second down and 15 yards to go.
Number 22 on the tackle.
It was 8. Loss of 13 yards on the play. It's going to be third down and 14 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets. Yeah, I forgot we'd picked up 8 yards on the first play there. I was looking from the snap back. Shotgun formation for the Yellow Jackets. Bach in motion. Going to be a reverse this time, reverse fake this time. Bach trying to get outside, not able to do so. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage again. It's going to be fourth down and about 16 yards to go. Brings up a punting formation or punting opportunity for the Yellow Jackets.
Number 22 is all over the field for the Harpeth Indians tonight.
All right, all in favor of the Jackets now.
The ball spotted at the 35-yard line. Punting formation, Tyler Emler. And we've seen Tyler get his leg into it, averaging a little over 38 yards a kick on the year. Daniel Raines the up man. Snap back is good. The punt is almost blocked, but a good high kick away. Hits at the 32, 33-yard line and spotted down by Gershon at the 34-yard line. So it's going to be first down, 10 Indians.
Winding down the end of this third quarter, neither team scoring. The pace kind of slowing down, but I think that back-to-back turnover scenario has kind of been the reason we haven't had any scores this quarter. Both teams throwing the ball down the field a little bit more than they did the first half.
A little humid tonight, even though it's in the mid to high 70s. We're getting that Tennessee into summer humidity. Snap back in the shotgun formation. Handoff goes up the middle for a gain of 1 on the play. Number 12, Andrew McWright in at quarterback to start this series for the Indians. Handoff that time to number 22. Nathan Forrest is going to go for a gain of 1. Second down, 9 yards to go for the Indians.
4 Yellow Jackets at the point of attack on that defensive play, Kevin. That play did not have a chance of being successful.
Well, tonight, Tim, I have to say that the rotation at quarterback has not been successful for the Indians because one quarterback makes a good play and then they bring the other one in, and the other one seems to have something negative happen. This time in for the Indians, throwing the ball down the field for a pickup of about 5 on the play is going to be number 10. The rotating quarterback saga continues. That's Jeremy Rourke in on the play. Pickup of 5 is going to be third down and 3 to go for the Indians.
Yeah, the Indians just can't seem to get into a rhythm. They'll have some good plays, and then Fairview will blow up a couple, and in all fairness, they've blown up quite a few on their own.
Third down, 3 Indians. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line on their side of the field. 16 seconds left here in the third quarter. They don't have the opportunity to run out the clock here. I believe they would get called for delay a game, so they have to run one more play. Snap back shotgun formation, rolling out to the the left side, gets across the 45 to the 46-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of enough for a first down. So Harpeth does on the last play of the third quarter with their rotating quarterback saga. Andrew McWright picks up about 6 on the play. It's going to be first down for the Indians to start the fourth quarter.
He's hobbling a little bit, and then watching that play, Kevin, I think that was a broken play. He looked at the running back like he was supposed to hand that ball off to him. The running back led it upfield, and he just figured he'd take it up and run through there, and he caught a little seam for the first down.
Well, definitely tonight's game, again, credit goes to, as we say all through the night, where the credit is due. Yanni Parker and Jerica Hilton doing the majority of the legwork tonight from the student side of the world. And producer Bob King, they'll take the game action tonight, get it back in their hands, and work on it for a couple of days and have it ready for the replay. Not only the replay that you can watch on Channel 3 and Channel 19, it's what we understand it is now available on streaming video through Williamson County. So if you don't have cable television, you can tell your friends that don't have cable television they can watch the games by getting on the internet and picking up the streaming video.
And I think that's an awesome achievement. I believe we're the only school in Williamson County doing that. And that's another testament to Bob King and his staff and to Kevin Anderson for getting that idea started this year. That's just one more thing that Fairview's doing to make our football available to everyone in the community who doesn't have a chance to come out and watch it on Friday nights.
Well, there's so many people that have graduated and moved away from Fairview that wants to keep up with the football team, and as you know, if you don't live in Williamson County, you can't see it on replay, and you look for the scores, you go onto the website and you try to find it. Now, not only can you find the score, but you can click on the link and go out there and replay the game. Now, the sad thing for them is they have to listen to you and I call the game.
Well, if it gets that bad, they can always mute it and play music.
There is a mute key.
Maybe put the NFL theme on there, NFL
Absolutely.
films.
They can do that too. Back to throw the pass out to the left side. It's going to be picked off by the Yellow Jackets. There is a chance this goes all the way back for a interception. Pick six. And it is a pick six by number 1, Devin Penner, the senior from Fairview High School. The 6'1", 190 senior read the pass. The pass comes out of the hand this time of Jeremy Rourke, goes to the sideline, and Penner had the sideline with the pick six.
When he picked it up, you know, there wasn't a prayer of anybody tackling him or catching him from behind. Devin's got enough strength and speed on a play like that. It's touchdown city.
So the score now moves out to 27-0 in favor of the Yellow Jackets. So the first play in the fourth quarter was very, very nice for the Yellow Jackets.
Devin read that play all the way. He saw the quarterback turn around. He broke on that ball as the quarterback's arm was moving forward. I think he caught it 3 yards ahead of the receiver.
And the snap back on the extra point is back to Gershon on the ground, kicked up and through, and it's good. Yellow Jackets perfect on all 4-point after attempts tonight, leading 28-0 against the visiting Indians from Harpeth. Harpeth makes a trek down I-40, getting on the interstate at exit number 188, comes down to exit 182. In essence, they have about a 15-minute drive over, so their drive home tonight at least isn't going to be a long one, as it looks like their drive will be something that they can talk about and try to figure out how Fairview on homecoming night here has, as a couple of the slogans have listed, slayed the Indians.
Right, and you know, as you mentioned earlier about the districts changing, for years, this game and the Lewis County game were the games you circled every year. It didn't matter what the records were. There was going to be a war when these two teams got together. And it's tonight it just has gone all the Jackets' way, and we're all happy about that on this homecoming evening.
Absolutely. To kick off again for the Yellow Jackets for the 5th time of the night is Tyler Imler. Imler gets his foot into it. The ball going deep toward the end zone. Picked up at the goal line. Picked up at the 1. Bringing it forward is number 13. And he's hit down. And he's popped down.
Caleb
the ball it comes loose. But that was number 6. Who is number 6? That's Caleb Duke.
Good hit. Good hit by Caleb Duke. Now, don't forget, folks, Caleb's got some long touchdown runs this year, but he is also one of the best kickers in the county. I think he can boot that ball. Fairview's very fortunate this year. We have 2 young men who can kick the fire out of that ball, and right now we know when Caleb's not kicking it, he's down there putting a thumping on somebody on that kickoff team for Fairview.
Well, that time the receiver catches the ball, and he couldn't find the ground fast enough after that hit by Caleb Duke.
That's one he's going to feel tomorrow morning. Uh-oh.
Defensive formation. It looks like we've got too many men on the field. Snap back. The Yellow Jackets are in the backfield at the same time of the snap, but there is no flag, so we had the correct number on the field that time, Tim.
Coach, the referee over here was counting them.
Indian player slow to get up, so let's hope that he's okay. It's a loss of 5 by the Indians. It's second down.
That's number 22. He's been everywhere for the Indians. He's played his guts out tonight. Sorry for that gritty football term, but he has. He's been everywhere on defense, and he's done everything they've asked him to do on offense.
That's Nathan Forrest. He's a 6'1", 185-pound senior. Plays the running back and linebacker position for Harpeth. And the Indians tonight, coming into this game, getting again, conversation with Coach Hughes and trying to figure out if the advantages, disadvantages go one way or the other. And Coach Hughes was a little concerned if there was really bad weather, especially the size of the Harpeth Indians up front compared to our size. As we were calling off the seniors that are playing the line earlier, a lot of those guys go 5'6" to 5'9", but around 200 or less pounds. Handoff up the middle this time for the Indians is going to be a gain of about 5, so they're going to get the 5 yards they lost. It's going to be third down and 10 yards to go, and I believe that was number 6 on the carry for the Indians.
66 on the tackle for the Jackets.
Perry Horkins on the carry. And on the tackle is Jacob Buttry, who's a freshman, 6'2", 203. So the Yellow Jackets on defense now looking at 3rd and 11 of what they need to stop with the clock winding down at 10 minutes and 45 seconds. I formation this time, crashing back on a fake. It looks like it was going to be a reverse, and lost the handoff that time and trying to get away. And ultimately at this point, there's a flag on the field.
Number 13, Travis Tice on the stop.
Had a real good hit for the Fairview Yellow Jackets on that.
This flag is actually going to be against the Yellow Jackets. It's going to be unsportsmanlike against the Yellow Jackets, an automatic first down. Ball spotted back out at the 32-yard line. And I'm sure that's one thing that Coach Hughes is cringed about this year, is the number of unsportsmanlike penalties in the wrong situations. Not that we haven't seen a similar number against the other team, but it seems like when we get them, we're getting them in opportune moments, like 3rd and 15, 3rd and 16. Trying to break around the end this time is the quarterback on the keeper, and not able to break away from Ethan Cassidy, and he's going to go down with a loss on the play of about 3. Cassidy and friends are in the backfield.
That Fairview defense, they're just not going for those fake reverses. They're staying home, they're reading their keys, and they're just swarming to the ball, making solid tackles.
Number 71, Zach Douglas for Harpeth, as an example, goes 6'3", 315, and he's a senior blocking against the Yellow Jackets. And tonight we've just been, I think, a little too quick for Mr. Douglas. This time they try to block low, a handoff on a gap play that comes back out to the line of scrimmage, a pickup of about 4. It's going to be 3rd down and 9 for the Indians.
Good defensive call by the Jackets. They had been running with 3 down linemen and Cavender coming up, and then Jaworski wanting to blitz. That time they had 6 on the line, and Jaworski came up, just turned the corner and just said, "You're not going to beat us outside." Turned that play back up inside, held it to a short gain.
Yeah, and Clinton Beard that time blew things up from the inside as well, and kind of moved everything into the backfield of the Indians to bring up this 3rd down and 8 play.
And I've been really impressed with Stephen Ray's performance tonight, both as a nose tackle, as a defensive end. and as a defensive tackle, depending on where he's lining up on the field. He has played tough up there all night long.
Shotgun formation in motion is Dillon. Back to throw the ball this time down the field and over the head of the intended receiver, guarded by Gershon. The pass intended for number 36, and that's Tanner Cox. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be 4th down and 8. And with 8 minutes and change left here, Harpeth on their side of the field, just outside the 30-yard line. Looks like they're deciding not to do anything fancy at this point. They have tried one 4th down fake tonight that was
on their first or second series, wasn't it? And
it was
they
a little
took a chance.
unusual.
And it looked ugly.
Yeah, they treated it like a punt. Snap back is good. Kick up and away is a sidewinder. Tried to pick it up this time as Penner.
Did that hit his hands?
Penner actually didn't touch the ball, but I think the official thinks that he did. And the official is going to give the ball to Harpeth, it looks like.
No, he called it a fumble.
The 30-yard line of the Jackets will be 1st and 10, Harpeth.
So Penner backs away from it after the snap or the actual punt comes his direction. And Harpeth is the only team that chased after the football. Penner, I believe, thought that he didn't touch it. And it didn't look like he touched it from our vantage point. But at that particular point, when you see the beanbag fly down from the official, that official's already made his mind up that you did touch it. You might as well go ahead and go try to get it.
Yep. A little bit of a mental breakdown for Penner on that one, or unless he honestly didn't touch it and it just looked like he did to the official.
Yellow Jackets facing I formation, going back to pass, receiver down the field, overthrown. Pass intended for number 8. That was Sawyer. Quarterback that time was Jeremy Rourke, trying to get the ball over the top of the defense of the Yellow Jackets. Pass falls incomplete. No harm.
When you're running a fly pattern down the sideline, that quarterback's got to throw the ball down the sideline to give your receiver a chance to catch it. You never throw it inside because the people that have the best angle are the defenders. That was not a good pass by the Harpeth Indian quarterback. He's got at running back, or the end's got to stay at least a couple yards away from the sideline, and he's got to throw it down to give him a chance to make a catch.
2nd and 10 at the 29, and as you hear said many times by the announcers, is you always want to try to get it on the outside shoulder of the receiver, and he definitely has not done that. This pass thrown out from one quarterback to the other quarterback. And that was Andrew McWright throwing the ball to Rourke. Both of the gentlemen playing quarterback tonight. Looks like Rourke having a little bit of a cramp coming off the field. So we're going to see Andrew McWright stay in at quarterback, who's a sophomore, 6-foot sophomore, 6 foot 155, Tim, similar to our playing weight. I formation, McWright under center, going back, looking to pass, faked it, gets the ball down the field, has nobody open over the head of everybody into the end zone. It's going to bring up 4th down and 9 for the Indians. The ball spotted at the 30-yard line, or the 28-yard line.
That's where it looks like it's at. And once again, the quarterback, he had a shot at a receiver. He just overthrew him.
You know, use that little shoulder fake that you see a lot of the quarterbacks try to do now, where they keep 2 hands on the ball instead of 1, so they don't drop the pass or drop the ball, where it ends up being an incomplete pass. But definitely didn't give his receiver time to get open into the flat there.
He had him. He just didn't execute on the pass.
I formation again. One receiver out to the right side, rolling to his left to throw the football. He's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage for another quarterback sack by the Yellow Jackets.
That defensive alignment of the Jackets with that 3 or 4 man line and those linebackers coming up and coming in off the edge, they don't know how to block that. And every time they roll to a strong side, we've got someone there coming up just blowing the play up for that Fairview defense.
On that
good
4th down play there,
tonight.
Yeah, on that 4th down play there, the gentleman that you called his name earlier that's had a heck of a night playing different spots on that defensive line, Stephen Ray, blew that thing up, got into the backfield. He had someone there with him. I couldn't get the number, but definitely saw that Stephen was in on the play. 28-0 lead, 7:12 left here in the football game. Snap back, rolling to his right, trying to find an open slot, gets a pickup of a couple on the play. Second down and 18 yards to go. Excuse me, second down, 8 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets. Under 7 minutes left him in this ball game. And again, the Yellow Jackets have, if they could have drawn up what they wanted to do tonight, I think they would have drawn it up exactly like they have played.
They've controlled this game from start to finish from a ball control standpoint, and we've seen games where Fairview ends up on the shorter side of ball possession because they score so quickly.
Going back to throw the ball down the field. He's got a receiver open. Pass, catch, out of bounds at the 45-yard line. First down, Yellow Jackets.
At the 45-yard line of the Yellow Jackets, where do we another Kansas Rotary. First and 10.
That's a good string of break that you have right there for Daniel Raines. The last 2 passes he had thrown had been intercepted, so you like to see him getting off of the snide of the interception.
Yeah, they ran a nice little safe route. He had one receiver running a little sideline route, and he hit him, and that'll get him back in sync.
I formation this time, second man through. Looks like it was Cassidy. Had to see from the pile if that's who it was, but it looked like it was Cassidy.
Yes, sir. Ethan Cassidy and number 57, the last 2 out of the pile, first 2 to meet.
Loss of 1 on the play, 6 minutes and counting down before the next play. Yellow Jackets homecoming night here in Fairview, Tennessee, leading 28-0 against these visiting Harpeth Indians. Now I know the Harpeth players came into this game with a lot of hope of winning the game. Talked to a few of the students that go to Harpeth, and they had a lot of hope, as they say. But as you see, Daniel Raines takes it. Daniel Raines did not have anything and avoids the sack. Picks up about 7 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 3 versus a third down and 3 instead of a 3rd down and about 15.
Good play, good play. He saw he didn't have anything. The defender jumped, and Daniel, as he's capable of, he just makes people miss as he moves down the field.
5 minutes and 10 seconds and counting down. Cassidy in at fullback, Pinner in at tailback. I formation, 2 receivers in the set. Handoff on the slant pattern. Comes through Bobby Bach. Bobby Bach gets past the line of scrimmage, but he does not pick up the first down. Picks up about 1 on the play. It's going to be 4th down and a long 2 yards to go.
Read very well by that inside linebacker of the Harpeth Indians. Whoever's coaching him coached him well. So one of the things they have to do when they see a play like that is they have to check down and check that counter play.
So the Yellow Jackets, they're going to set up and try to draw the Indians off, which they do perfectly. The hard count, you can see it coming, and the Indians, they bit.
And Fairview's offensive linemen, we showed the discipline. We didn't move. We did that last week a couple times late in the game, too, to pick up first downs.
That's going to be first down, the Yellow Jackets. Clock winding down. Total control of the ball game. Yellow Jackets on homecoming night. Again, a night that the 79 team, many of the players showed up and was honored at halftime.
Some of them look like they can still play ball, Kev.
Snap back, Raines has room. He's going to pick up close to 10 yards on the play. Raines at halftime already had 80 yards in the game rushing. So Raines has gone well into triple figures with a pickup of 9 yards on that play. Next play will be snapped under 4 minutes. Coming off the field is Ethan Cassidy, which we're glad to see Ethan back out there. Last week, many may not have realized, but Ethan left at halftime and went to the hospital. He got banged up a little bit. Handoff this time, Caleb Duke running around the right end. Duke slammed down from behind, but he has the first down. It's going to go as a holding against the Yellow Jackets before Duke's first down counts for anything.
Second down, 11 Jackets.
But you can see the speed of Duke right there because he really busted outside the defensive team there of the Indians.
If that defender of the Indians doesn't reach back and grab him by the jersey, we'd really be disappointed because I think we'd have had a touchdown coming back.
Now it's 2nd down and 11 instead of 2nd and 1. Looks like a lot of Jackets are off the line of scrimmage. This time, Bach coming around left end, trying to break free. Gets out to the 40 or down to the 40. Gershon trying to block a couple of guys away from him, but he's not able to.
Woo, he landed in a mud puddle.
Yeah, I think a lot of them did that time. They all got up, some with whiter shirts. They came up with browner shirts. Number 36 on the tackle, Tanner Cox, a 5'9", junior for the Indians. Yellow Jackets with the clock counting down, 3 minutes and 10 seconds, and going in the favor of the Yellow Jackets. Back to throw again, just as a fake. Raines gets outside. If he gets one more block, he didn't get the block and actually went backwards, so it's going to be 4th down and 7 yards, Tim, for the Yellow Jackets. Ball spotted just inside the 40.
One step. He just needed one more step to turn that corner.
If his teammate right there would have recognized what was going on, if he would have come back and blocked that guy away from him, there was nobody there that could have stayed on the field with Raines.
You could just see it. He needed one more step. And you're right. If that Fairview player would have come back and he wouldn't even have had to get a block, just a little bit of a chip.
The Yellow Jackets having to call timeout because they didn't have the right personnel on the field. 2:23 left in the game, leading 28-0. It's 4th down and a 7 upcoming for the Yellow Jackets. So the Yellow Jackets, instead of going for it on 4th down, it looks like they may go ahead and try to punt the ball away. Ball spotted at the 39-yard line.
Coach King's out there. He coaches a little bit on the special teams, and he's been pretty creative this year.
Again, big thanks going out to Yanni Parker and Jerica Hilton. And, Michonne Ramey every week makes the tapes available for the coaches soon after the game. And Bob King, as we've lauded throughout the year, does an excellent job of getting all this put together. And now, Tim, with the opportunity of streaming the video, I'm really excited to see how that turns out after tonight's broadcast. And myself, Kevin Anderson, Tim French calling the game for you. Again, just a blast to be able to do this.
Really enjoy it. And the next step that you have in mind is live video streaming.
That's something that Mr. King is looking at, and it would be nice that those that live far away that can't attend can pull up through the website, live video stream, and watch this thing as it's being filmed and played. So somewhat of a simulcast, as we call it, from the booth. Kicking away from the receiver, ball goes off the side of the foot out of bounds. Ball's going to be spotted at the 22-yard line. Moving forward, 24-yard line. So not a long kick from the 39 down to the 24, so it's a 15-yard punt that time.
Tyler does much better on the boomers.
Yep.
When we've tried to just chip it, you can tell his leg is, he just wants to bang. He just wants to knock the fire out of that ball and kick it down the field.
2:15 left here in this football game. The homestanding Yellow Jackets leading 28-0. Another thank you again goes out this week to getting the halftime stats from Stacy Hare, putting it together and not only just giving us the stats, but she puts it into a format that lays it out for both teams that, very professional looking, and we really appreciate that. Up under center is Harpeth, staying out of the shotgun formation, handoff to number 13, and 13 is going to be brought down by a host of Yellow Jackets.
Look like I-bone. See that? They came out in the I-bone formation that time.
Yeah, we saw that last week, didn't we? The I-bone.
Marshall County had some success with the I-bone last week.
Beard off the field, staying on is Ethan, who I believe was in on that last play.
He's coming back.
Jacob Buttrey on the field. Out also is Bryce Douglas. Clock winding down, 1:35. Handoff to the right side, nowhere to go, kind of stutter step, trying to figure out what to do. And brought down by Buttrey, Penner, and looked like McDonald was in close to the play. And not far away from it was also number 76 on that particular play, Jonathan Tuttle.
So many times you see running back force a play to the outside. That time, number 22, I believe that's Mr. Tuttle, he should have pushed that play outside and not tried to turn back inside. He had much more room.
3rd down and 2, so the Jackets swap out a couple of players. They bring back in number 60, Douglas, take out number 13, and that's Luke Jordan. Handoff up the middle trying to get the 1st down, and I'm not sure, Tim, they were successful in doing so. It's going to be pretty close, but I think it's going to be 4th down and about 1.
Yeah, I think it's short. Looking at where they've spotted it. And Fairview had 6 or 7 people on the line, including people just about in every gap.
4th down and 1, 30 seconds left here in the ball game. The Indians have not shown any desire whatsoever to use any of their 3 timeouts here tonight. I think they're wanting to go ahead and just get this game in the L column, get home, work on their next ball game. Yellow Jackets doing the same. They're getting ready for their next ball game as well. Snap
He didn't
back,
get the snap.
somewhat fumbled. I believe that this is going to.
He didn't
by
make
the time
it.
they unwind everybody, the clock's going to hit 0. And the clock does. It hits 0. So the homecoming Fairview High School Yellow Jackets take on the visiting Indians from Harpeth, from Cheatham County, and have pretty much no trouble with them whatsoever tonight, Tim. Win this ball game 28-0. And as Coach Hughes was worried about with their bigger up-front people, I think that the coaching staff here at Fairview did a beyond excellent job to overcome any obstacles that were in their way tonight.
Yeah, Fairview wins in very methodical fashion. They just went out and controlled the game from start to finish. And the only thing, 4th down, 20 seconds left, why don't you fire one down the sidelines?
I think their coach was just ready to get this thing over with and get back to Cheatham County and work on their next game. Now, the Yellow Jackets, after opening up on the road with 2 away games, they come home and play 3 home games, and successful 2 out of 3. They lose to Creekwood and win the next 2 against Marshall County and Harpeth. So Fairview goes to 4-1 on the year, halfway through the regular season. Now, as you said in a conversation we had earlier, I think the toughest part of their schedule is now upcoming.
Fairview starts the gauntlet this next 3 weeks. The first 2 against the bigger division schools in our district. And they have both been very impressive so far this year.
Of Giles County
and Spring Hill.
Next 2 ball games. Both of those games in the what we call A column, that would be away. The Yellow Jackets do finish up the year with both of their last 2 games at home.
Lewis County and Hickman. And if we can get through this next 2 weeks fairly healthy, that is going to bode well for us the remainder of the season. I know the coach doesn't like you talking about wins before they happen, but these next 2 weeks, we've got to go out there and play hard because we're going up against some tough competition in Giles County and Spring Hill. I was talking to some people from East Hickman this week, and Spring Hill went over there and just dominated their ball team. And as we had a very good game against them earlier in the year, but Spring Hill, when you read about on Coach T, they're very strong this year. Giles County is strong for the last few years. So Fairview needs to put their hitting hats on, and we need to follow them down to Giles County next week, and I believe it's Spring Hill the week after that, and then Page the week, and then we come back home against Lewis County and close out against Hickman. So let's get these guys ready to play ball and continue the season.
Well, the Yellow Jackets did exactly what they had to do tonight. They come away with a 28-0 win at home on a sloppy field after a full week of rain. And again, we close the night off giving credit where credit is due. Yanni Parker, Jerica Hilton, the Fairview High School students that worked with Bob King, the producer, to make this possible for everyone to watch this either on the streaming video or Channel 3, Channel 19, 96, or 99. Kevin Anderson, Tim French calling the game tonight for you, and we really appreciate everyone watching and look forward to having you with us again next week.
Hey, go Fairview. Follow your Jackets. If you can't be at the game, watch it on the website. We got the streaming video. If you can't catch it there, remember we're on the community channels on Channel 19 and Channel 3, and I believe 96 and 99.
Yep,
watch your Yellow
tonight.
Jackets. Get behind them. I think we've got something special going this year.
4-1 on the year. Yellow Jackets 28. Indians nothing. Signing off. We'll see you guys next week.
Everybody drive safe.
What about the game tonight? There you go.
Who do we have here? Tell us who you are.
Ethan Ellison, Tyler Connor,
Jacob Lampley,
Jared Hill,
Matt Hills,
Paul Stegall.
All right, what are the letters? I see EJ.
We're spelling jackets here. There you go. There you go.
So what happens next week? You guys gonna be down there rooting for the Jackets in Giles County?
Yes,
Yeah. What'd you think about the game?
that was pretty brutal. I mean, I'll be honest, Danny Raines, I think that's his best game of the season.
Domination. I agree.
I'm pretty sure we just
Very methodical.
yeah.
What'd you think?
It's a really good game.
Oh yeah.
What was your favorite part of the game?
Devin Pinner's run for a touchdown. I like
Touchdown pass. It went down the sideline all the way.
for a score.
What do you think about that Fairview defense tonight?
Oh, doing awesome. Yeah, doing real good.
We're doing some stopping.
There you go.
Sacks and tackles for loss. We're doing real good.
There you go.
Prediction on the season, record. All the way.
All the way. There you go.
91.
All right, guys. Congratulations on being here.